Hi. Isn't that funny? I start trying to talk, and that's when my throat decides to be stupid. Anyway, I decided to do Forest and Bouncy Castle because we've got a job fair that we're going to later, and I was like, I didn't want to think too much into this. Since I'm, you know, I don't want to go into the job fair thinking, ugh, I suck at golf or whatever. That's what you're supposed to do, only you're supposed to hit it enough that it, goes down and hits a hole in one, but I've never gotten it to do hole in one, so. That one that I just did was pure blind luck. So I woke up at 6 something. I was trying to go back to sleep, but I never made it. So I got up at 7 and went to my morning shower and you know, got ready for the day. Not quite enough. Dang it. Just not quite enough. Because you don't want the first hole, you want the second hole. Because if you did it just right, hole one. I am very amazed because a whole bunch of people say they like my content. I think that's so awesome because I'm just being me, you know? Makes me happy because, you know, I'm not trying to be like, you know, crazy, you know, crazy loud or, you know, I'm all that in a bag of chips or whatever, like, a couple of the Minecraft YouTubers I know, you know, and I'm not, well, I guess I know 3 people who are like that actually because one of the, you know, I don't quite understand the farm sim news, but there is this one guy that my husband watches, I'm pretty sure it's DJ Goham, and, you know, he makes the farm sim stuff sound interesting. and he says silly words like, you know, like, I might say them. So, you know, it's kind of nice to watch him. Or, I mean, well, listen to him, because usually when I'm, quote, watching him, it's, you know, while we're in the restaurant. You know, don't go to a restaurant as much anymore, but we did last night because it was like, you know, I had had a slightly stressful day and he didn't feel like cooking, so, you know. So we went to Panda Express. Well, I thought, it may have been my taste buds, but I thought that the cherry coke tasted a little seltzery. But it tastes a hay of a lot better than, they've got, I think it's acaberry tea, or, you know, pomegranate and acaberry, something like that. Anyway, whatever it is, for me, it's a bad combination. Well, my husband didn't like it either. It just, to us, it tastes like something died. You know, but that's just our taste buds. You know, the first time that, you know, like we used to get our food delivered to the house. But both times that we tried getting Panda Express delivered to the house, they got the wrong tea because they're too dumb to read raspberry tea. Yeah. Or, I shouldn't say it that way. That's mean. But that's the way I feel about it. Is that, you know, I assume that they can read. Never assume. But, you know, I assume that they can read. So, if they can read, they should be able to... Hey, birdie, awesome. So, if they are able to read, they should see raspberry tea, realize that whatever an acaberry isn't raspberry, and not grab that tea. There's two different other options than what's in the soda machine, which is raspberry tea. Yeah. And they're in, you know, they're in those tea holder things. Ha! Par 50, I got 50. I was really, really happy the one time I got it at 49. Bat head lollipop. I don't like that. Are you serious? Okay, I got on here just a little bit before 6. Like, I had maybe 6 minutes left. And you know, like, I had 6 minutes until 8 o'clock. I always stream at 8 a.m. And I know it's a weird time to stream, but, like, that's usually when I wake up. So, I wanted to start doing it then, you know, so I've got this done. You know, I don't miss any days. And it's working so far. I usually don't miss a day unless I'm having technical difficulties. Like when I got, kicked off of Twitch for having something on there that probably shouldn't have been on there. Well, how are you gonna know if it's not allowed on there unless you try it? Or how you're going to know how it's represented in the game you're playing. If, you know. Because the activity I think that I got locked out for is actually, you know, it's something that probably shouldn't have been on my video, but the thing is that previously it was like, you know, just a you know, a shake of the camera kind of thing. But no, they went the whole 9 yards. Yeah. So, anyway, I know not to put that on my video anymore. But now I'm trying to boost up my numbers again, and it's kind of annoying. Anyway, it's pretty cool because the job fair, the people putting it on, they decided that handicapped people get to go in at 11 and the rest of us get to go at 11:30. So, you know, I got plenty of time to do my recording thing. Not quite enough. Like, you want to be a little bit left, but not so left that, oh man. From that spot, you want to be a little, you want to be left, but not too left. See, like that. And yesterday I got new, okay, so I just wanted a new jacket and a new hat. And the reason why I wanted a new hat is because, you know, I've got that Walmart hat, and I figured the Walmart hat was kind of, you know, making me remember the horribleness of getting fired for not yelling at somebody. I swear that it really is what happened. You know, I promise from the bottom of my heart that is what happened. Because she wrote it up like I did do the offense that she said I did. It's like, I did not. Seriously, if I had done it, you would have heard it all the way out to, you know, outside of automotive. You know, like those people that, the person that, I was gonna say people, and I'm like, wait a minute, they don't have two people anymore. So, that person that is, that helps write up your car so you can get the tires changed or the oil changed or whatever, they would have been able to hear me. I might have even gotten loud enough that the neighborhood called the cops trying to figure out who's getting killed. And that manager would have been in tears. And I still would have gotten fired. Because, you know, it's not nice to yell at your managers. It's funny, I was told that I could yell at the customer who was being rude to me. And I'm like, no, I don't want to stoop to their level. You know, the first time they did it, they made me cry. And that was probably their goal. But the second time, I'm like, I'm not stooping to their level. Hell no. I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have worded it that way, but seriously, that was about what was going through my mind. I ain't gonna let them ruin my day, you know? Ugh. But I just have more oomph. Okay. Hey, that helps too. So I'm trying to get Xbox points, and I've noticed that stuff like that and your battery's low and dead battery, that all shows up on the screen when, you know, that all shows up on the screen when I'm streaming. So that is something really awesome, because then when I do have a, you know, when I do have the battery died, I don't have to worry about you all wondering what the heck happened, you know. This is where I was supposed to land, thank you. There! Yeah, so I'm not getting this one in the amount of time that... I mean, in the amount of, you know, you want to finish under par. If you can. And I'm not gonna do it. I just know it. It ain't happening. That's okay. You know, the thing is, though, that I try to have better... You know, I try to have better English than ain't gonna happen, but I've noticed I've been using stuff like that. Oh, would you stop that? You know, I've noticed that I've been saying stuff like that, and it's like, why am I doing that? I thought I was trying to use better English, you know. You know, because I'm an author, and you're all gonna think that I write like that all the time, and it's like, well, if it's a teenager, yeah, it doesn't usually use proper English. If it's a pirate, it doesn't necessarily use proper English. Like, okay, so when I was a kid in school, it was, you know, Sally and I, not Sally and me. Eagle, yeah. It's 2 under par. I usually try not to do that because I'll end up over the edge over there, and I don't like that. You just can't come back from being over the edge. Thank you! Yeah, so my husband just got a spam call, I think. People keep calling up and saying, we want to buy your house. And it's like, we're still living in our house. we've kind of decided though that if we do need to move for some reason, we both got bad knees, so like I've decided that we should have a 2-story so the cats can use the second story as a catio. You know, like, that's probably where their bedroom will be. They love the second floor. We don't, because, you know, we keep on having to go upstairs to go to the bathroom. Well, I think that's part of what's keeping us, you know, a little, you know, it's like what's keeping us from being like, say, 400 pounds instead of, I mean, you know, it's keeping us the 100 and whatever pounds we are, rather than being 400 pounds, is what I was trying to say. I'm actually hoping that there are not 400-pound people out there. And that if there is a 400-pound person out there, that they can get the help that they need to not be 400 pounds anymore. Hey, hole 18. I got that a hole in 2. Awesome. So, 21 over. That's not too bad. Let's squeeze in one more. I don't know what we're going to do, though. We'll do Candyland. I always do Candyland. I noticed it was 8:20. If we go for 10 more minutes, then that's a half an hour. Yeah. Although, I don't think I can make Pac-Man the same guarantee. Pac-Man drives me crazy. Even though I like the, you know, I really like the game. It's just, I think the Xbox version is set up on purpose, so I will fail. Sure feels like it. Yeah. You know, I have gotten a hole in 1 from that. Don't know how, but I have gotten a hole in 1. Oh, I'm sorry! I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. A whole lot of people do artwork for people, and I cannot afford it right now. In fact, we are on our way to a job fair today to see if we can get a job outside the house to support our job inside the house. So, hold on, I will attempt to read that name in just a moment. You know what? Let's just do it this way. That worked really well. Not. Adria Grace _28. I think I said it right. I don't know. I'm usually not that bad at this one. Ah, there we go. Okay. Anyway, she's a first-time chatter, and she's offering art help. I'm guessing it's her because Adria, if I'm wrong, please let me know. So I am Pirate Author 23 on Discord. Makes it all simple and stuff. That's not the reason why it, why it ended up being Pirate Author 23 though. It's because they locked me out of my original account because I think because I put something on my video that I shouldn't have. Not entirely sure. It could have been a, it was like awfully convenient timing, so it could have just been that they were doing some spring cleaning. I don't use this account. I haven't used this account until recently. So maybe they were trying to get rid of the account that I don't use and accidentally got rid of the account I do use. I would like to think that they would actually do their homework before they take somebody's account away from them. But you never know. There, that's what I was supposed to do that time. Okay, I don't know if this person's able to hear me or not. So just in case, I put in the chat. Oh, yeah, okay. I forgot, when it's hockey, it's not like that. Ooh, that's what we could do. Next time, we'll play the hockey mode. Okay, so in theory... Dang. So there's just some water over there. Okay, in theory, you go like that, and... No, that didn't work. I'll go the way that I usually go. Anyway, in theory, you can, get it to go just right. And why does it keep doing that? Okay. You want it to shoot you over here, and then maybe go like that, and go like that. Except for, in par, not out of par. This one you want to angle just right. Oops, not that way. Okay, anyway, you want to angle it just right and get it on the chocolate right there, and then it should come down and be a hole in one. Or you could do it the way I just did it. This one, shoot it off that way. And you can get a whole one. I've done it once. Yeah, I think I've done it once. You know what? I don't really like long sleeve shirts, and the new shirt I bought yesterday, definitely long sleeve shirt. But it's like in the winter, I like long sleeve shirts, but I don't like long sleeve shirts. It's complicated. I like that they cover my arms because it's freezing in the winter, but then I don't like that, dang it, if I would have given it a little bit more. Anyway, I like that they cover my arms, but then when I'm at home, I'm like, it's got to be a certain temperature in the house, or I'm not happy. You know, my husband wants it to be down on like 68 or something like that, and I'm like, it has to be more than that. Okay, so the long way is to go here and here. And there. I don't see how you would get a hole in one. I don't think that's the ideal spot. Nope. But close enough. Hi, Sam.